Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bernadette from Burn Stitches. Happy Tuesday everyone. Can you believe it? I'm already back after 2 weeks. Don't get used to it. I don't know how long I can keep this up, but for now, let me aim and come back every 2 weeks. If not, I will, come back to my old cadence of monthly. But for now, let's enjoy every 2 weeks with me. Time flew by really fast. I don't know what is happening with time, but all of a sudden it's almost mid-March already. How is that possible? How is it possible we're almost done with the first 3 months of the year? Like, I don't know what happened. It's like January was really slow, and then Feb and March is just coming by so quick. I have a lot of whips in the last 2 weeks. I have been truly enjoying rotating my whips these days because now that I have a lot of whips, it's always fun to actually rotate so that I'm able to give my project some love. So you'll see that through this video. I also have some fun haul because I ended up going to my LNS, and yeah, I can't wait to share all of that with you. Thank you all so much for stopping by my channel. I never actually do this in my videos, but I feel like I should. So this channel is all about cross stitch, maybe a little bit of sewing now that I have a sewing machine, but not I'm still not sewing as much, so it's mainly going to be about cross stitch. But thank you so much for coming. Welcome back to my subscribers, and welcome to anybody new. I hope you like what you see, and let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, like I said, I feel like February came by and went, and I don't know what happened to that. So let's see. I'm just gonna go in chronological order of what I did the last 2 weeks. So I have been working, or I tried to at least. I just dropped everything. So I was working on this second block of Village of Hawthorn Hollow. This is by Carriage House Samplings. Excuse my thread over here. So I was working on the second block, but I wasn't feeling the colors. So I ended up doing a conversion of this, like halfway. So I did half conversion of the DM. So I was doing the DMC conversion first of all. So the original design of this is stitched using NPIs. I didn't want to pay $5 per skein for each NPIs because this project was going to be over $300 just for the flosses. No thank you. So I ended up doing a DMC conversion. Then instead of using DMC, I tried to convert half of them with Victoria Motto flosses just because I have a lot from stash. So I did that, and then I was going through this block, and then I realized like I'm not feeling some of the color conversions that I did, and so I stopped. And this is how far I've gotten with the second block. I actually need to unpick some of these because I also used the wrong color conversion. It turns out that I color converted some of the numbers twice, and so some of them are not they're not consistent. So I just did a complete overhaul. So what I ended up doing is I went back to the drawing board. I looked up again so in the Carriage House Samplings, let me show you. Basically the pattern already gives you the converted DMC numbers. So this is what this project looks like. I was working on this block right here with the church, and so typically they give you the DMC conversions on this, and then what I did after that is, so this is what that looks like. so it already has like the DMC. So then what I ended up doing is I then went to 123 Stitch, and 123 has the different conversions for the Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, and Gentle Arts with DMC. So what I did is I put everything in Excel and I listed out all the DMC. And then each column I put Weeks Dye Work, Classic Color Work, Gentle Arts, Victoria Motto. And I wrote down all of the conversions that I could find, including the ones that I did for the Victoria Motto. So I then looked to see which of those over dyed cottons do I have in my stash, and if so, do I have enough for this project, because some colors you do need multiples of. And so that's what I did. I did a complete reconversion of Village of Hawthorn Hollow, so I'm very excited to start this back again. I will probably do this sometime this month, in the next 2 weeks, to finish up block 2, but I'm much happier with the colors that I selected. I did keep some of the Victoria Motto flosses that I have, so after I did the conversions and I saw which ones I have in like Classic Color Works, things like that, I then compared it to if I also converted it to Victoria Motto to see how close the colors are. So for those that were close enough, I just went ahead and kept the Victoria Motto conversions. And then for everything else that didn't, I either used the over dyes from those 3, Classic Color Works, Gentle Arts, or Weeks Dye Works, or if I have none of those, no Victoria Motto either, I went ahead and just used DMC. So overall, I was actually now able to kit up like 3/4 of the colors in either those over dyes or Victoria Motto. And then there's just only a handful that was left in DMC. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I'm excited to show you in my next video what that block 2 will look like. So yeah, let me just show you what that would look like. So yeah, this is the block 2. I am not going to frog what I already finished, which is over here. So what I'm going to just take out is basically like probably like this area right here, like these greens. And then I'm gonna keep the rest just because it's quite a lot. I don't want to completely unpick everything. And then I'm obviously gonna leave this as is. I think it will be okay. The colors are very similar anyway, so not a big deal. But yeah, on this one it was just showing a lot. This block also has a lot of white stitches, so as you can see, this is like the outline, because that's where it's gonna be the church. And then all of these fences, and then it says like St. Peter's Church, those are also filled in with white. So quite a lot of white stitching. I think I'm actually just using like Blank from DMC, Blanc. That's the color that I'm using. I'm not doing like a conversion on it just because like I felt like it was kind of silly to try to figure out an over dye for the white when Blanc is like works really well. So yeah, I'm excited to show you what this would look like in the next few weeks. So there's that. I didn't do any leap day stitching. I know a lot of people have done leap day. It was basically a lot of them are basically like start a big project that you can finish by the next leap year, which is in 4 years. I didn't do anything because I actually had happy hour at work, and so I didn't get home till 10. So no leap day year stitching for me, but I had some really good drinks, so I wasn't very sad about it. Okay, so the next thing is, let's see. So of course, Bella Filipina Friday, I made some more progress on Snow White. So I finally have moved a hoop a little bit, and so I moved it down so I can start working on the skirt. So this is the progress so far. It honestly stitches up so fast. So I have only been stitching on Snow White every single Friday for Bella Filipina Friday, and it's because it's a lot of block stitching that I feel like no matter how many hours I work, I still make like really good progress. So I think the last Friday or two that I've only worked on this for like 2.5 hours, and I was able to make a significant chunk of progress. So it is beautiful. It's definitely coming along. Again, this is on 32 count opal linen from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. I believe, actually, I don't think it's a linen. I think this is a Lugana. But yeah, it's a 32 count opal from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. It is beautiful. There's just like a lot more skirt over here that I'm going to be working on. I still need to finish off those arches, and then it's just gonna be beautiful. So for reference, this is what that looks like. I already rolled through the hoop, but I also finished off the butterflies and the apple. So as you can see, like, yeah, there's one of those butterflies, there's the apples. I need to just like, I think there's like some back stitching that I have to do. But yeah, I'm just working down here. It's like hair. Yeah, just working down. It's a lot of purple, as you can see. So that's gonna be very beautiful. I think there's about 3 or 4 different kinds of purples in here, and they just work really well. And then yeah, just that band that says Snow White, and then finish off the arches, beads, and we are done. So I am a little over the halfway mark. So it's been really fun working on this every Friday. So if you are on the fence about this one, I think it's really pretty. Drin has a really great series on this. So after this, there's the Alice Mad Hatter, and then there's Jasmine with the magic lamp. I'm really excited to see what other designs Drin has for this series, but so far I'm really enjoying collecting on this, and I do have plans to finish stitching the rest. So yeah, Snow White, you'll see this again in the next few weeks. This is basically my Bella Filipina Friday project until it's finished, because it is beautiful. So yeah, I just chose to do 2/2 on the skin because I just don't have the patience to do 1/1. But more power to all of you who do 1/1 skin stitching. I just can't. I don't know how to do the blendings and all of that stuff. So yeah, so there's Snow White. And then after that, I decided to join a SAL for a day because I finished a project. I started a project and I finished it. So this is my new start and finish for this video. But I've decided to join in on the Bunny Parade SAL. This is hosted by Sarah from Sarah Stitchy Reads. And I can't remember what the other lady's name is, but she goes by Mrs. AZ Family Zoo. I think that is her screen name on Instagram. I will link down their information below, but they've decided to do a SAL called Bunny Parade SAL for Lila Studio. So Lila Studio has these bunny patterns. They are so cute. And I've decided to join them because I really loved it. I thought it was like the perfect spring project. So let me show you what the 2 patterns look like. I bought both of these through Lila Studio's Etsy website. So I do have these in PDF. You can also buy this in the paper chart format if that's something that you prefer, but I am a paper pattern person. I'm trying to figure out how to show this to you without showing the chart because I don't want to. Let's see. Oh, I think I'll just do it this way. I'll show it to you on GoodNotes, but basically this is one of the sets. So there's two sets. This is Spring Parade set 2, and this is what I ended up stitching. I ended up stitching this one right here with the strawberry car. So that one was really pretty. And then let's see, Spring Parade set 1 is also really pretty. So it's these ones, and I really want to do, actually I want to do all of these, but particularly the carrot and this ducky. They are super cute. So I ended up doing that strawberry car. I'm going to point out, this is my coordinating project bag from Shiba Designs. So I was trying to figure it out. I found the perfect fabric. This is 32 count Zweigart. This is one of those fabrics I picked up when I was in Japan on my last trip, but this is my start and finish. I am so happy with how it turned out. So I actually ended up stitching this 1/2. So the fabric was actually pretty tightly woven. And so I didn't feel the need to do doubles. So I just did 1/2 and it was perfect. I thought the coverage was really good. And so, yeah, isn't this adorable? This literally took me one day. I started Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, and I finished it Sunday. So it was a super fast stitch. My needle was just on fire. I could not stop stitching on this, but it is so cute. I'm planning on turning this into a pillow, but I've been waiting for the fabrics. I bought a bunch of spring fabrics from this company, but they took like almost a week to ship out, and so I'm still waiting on my fabric. But once it gets there, I'm turning this into a pillow so I can look at it. But yeah, it's so pretty. So like I said, this is 32 count from Zweigart. It's one of those printed ones. So if you there's like an actual front. So the front has the polka dots, but if you look in the back, it's just plain like backing, like you don't see it. So this is definitely the front, and this is 18 by 27. And so I actually think I have enough fabric to actually create all of it. So that's really cool. I think you know, the girls were talking about it, about how like this should be like an annual sale. So I might just do that. I would love to do a bunny every single year. These are so fun. I didn't use the DMC. So this was using called for DMCs. Again, I wanted to use stuff from Stash. I'm sure I have the DMC, but I really love Victoria Motto, and I have quite a lot of it. So I try to sub out what I can. And so I did. A lot of these are Victoria Motto. I think the only one that wasn't is this color right here, like the super light pink. I believe that is, I think it's one of those classic color works from the Valentine's Tiny Town flosses that I used. I have just been going through those, but yeah, it's so pretty. I love the variegations on some of these. That's what I think. Like, I love variegated. So yeah, absolutely love this. I can't wait to stitch the rest. And if you're interested, like, there's no time frame of when you should start, when you should finish. So definitely whenever you're ready to stitch any of these bunnies, go ahead and join that hashtag Bunny Parade Sal 2024. So thank you so much for hosting the Sal. Yeah. All right. So the next thing I worked on after that, Saturday, which is Soda Stitch Saturday. So for the month of March, I've decided that I would like to bust out Boutique from Soda Stitch as my March project. As you can see, I'm a little more than halfway done. This is Boutique. This is one of those projects from one of the designs from the Soda pop-up stores. There's, I believe, 12. Yeah, there's about 12 of these stores. I finished one already and I have 2 whips. So I have this and then I have Animal Hospital. So for the month of March, I'd like to, as much as possible, finish this if I could. I'm pretty sure it's doable if I actually put in the time. It's just there's a lot of white stitching in here. As you can see, all of that are white. There's a little bit more over here to go, but the back stitch really, really puts this into light. So as you can see, I started to back stitch the dress and then these like threads over here. These are so cool. So yeah. This one, this fabric is Lilac Blossom from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. This is one of those Fabric of the Month clubs fabrics that I got last year. It's beautiful. Yeah, I am still planning on stitching the rest of the pop-up shops. I just don't have like a time frame of when I'm gonna do it because there's 12 of them. It's quite a lot. A lot of them have a lot of white stitching, and so, you know, there's only so much white stitching a person could want to do, you know? So, yeah, for now, I think like I'm gonna stick with that, and then I'm gonna see how the vet hospital is, how much white stitching there is. So, just for reference, this is what Boutique looks like when it's finished. So I am working on this area right here, which will basically be like the sofa, like where the hat is, things like that. So gonna be really cute. Again, it's actually not terrible. Like when it comes to stitching, these are quite small. So this is only 100 by 92 stitches. I'm just taking my sweet time in finishing this, but it will get done and all of them will get done. So that will be cool. I have one project that I've been working on, but I can't show that until later because that's a secret stitch. The other one that I worked on and failed is going to grandma's. So I haven't touched it because I'm a little upset, but going to grandma's, I've decided I wanted to like stitch on it because it was March 4th. And you know, I try to stitch on this like on the days that end in 4. Well, I wasn't paying attention, and this is really my fault for not labeling my floss drops. But I grabbed the wrong color, and so I actually have to unpick all of these things that I did because this is not the right color, and I have been really mad whenever I see this. So I haven't picked this up. I will do my best to pick this up this coming week on Thursday, but we shall see. I am hosting a happy hour at work. So but yeah, it's really frustrating that I picked the wrong color, but it is what it is. The fabric is beautiful, though I still love this project. I'm just a little annoyed that I used the wrong color. So yeah, learn from me. Label your floss drops, but this is going to grandma's. It's such a beautiful fabric. I really love this fabric. This is 36 count True Blue from Fox and Rabbit. I absolutely love this. I actually want this fabric so I can use it for Spring Moon from Plum Street. The only thing is I do get a headache from this, like I mentioned that before. So because it's quite dark. So I'm gonna practice from this, but hopefully you'll see more progress next time in the right color. So yeah, going to grandma's. Okay. And then because I got really frustrated with that, I just decided I'm just gonna work on my Mira project. I've also been stitching on this every Monday for Mira Monday stitching. And so I made quite a bit of progress. So my March Mira project is Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy. So she is beautiful and I made quite a lot of progress. Look, it's so pretty and colorful. Okay, my one gripe about this, which I have heard people mention before, is the skin. So for these Mira fairies, like these ones, there's it's like a set. There's like a bunch of these. I own all of them, but this is the one distributed by Hoffman. Usually it's distributed by Witchelt. I think it's Witchelt. I'm not 100% sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But this one is by Hoffman, and this one uses Classic Colorworks for their flosses. So usually like your typical Miras and Noras, it's DMC with like a Karen water lily, Krynex, and beads. So these ones are usually like Classic Colorworks, beads. I can't remember if I've ever had one where I think there are some that also have Krynex, but yeah, for the floss itself, it was these ones comes with Classic Colorwork. So the thing with the skin is it's variegated, so it looks a little weird like with the shading, but I'm also not gonna unpick it just because it is what it is. But I have heard from other stitchers who stitch these that they do tend to change out the colors for the skin. So the called for is usually Bella Rosa from Classic Colorworks, and I know some people have changed these to it's that it's not DMC, it's that color that Luda uses. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's what they typically use. So I might do that in my other fairies that I haven't done yet, but for this one, I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm sure it will work, you know, trust the process. And so we'll see. But yeah, so far this is my March project for Mira Monday. It's looking really great. I got so excited when I started to do the other colors because I mostly concentrated on the pink red and I got really tired of it. But then once I start with the greens and then the purples, it kind of came back to life. So yeah, really pretty. This fabric is from Nicholas Flamel. This is a 32 count linen. This is part of his vegetable garden collection. So if you ever want, I think it came with like a pack of 4 or 5 different colors. I cut this to size because I don't need a lot. But yeah, this is beautiful. I started this at the Queen City Mira Stitch Retreat. And so, yeah, I want to finish this soon because it's beautiful. Definitely going to be done this year, but yeah, I'm just really excited. My friend Sarah from Memphis, Sarah E, she finished hers in the fabric that it came with. This actually came as a kit. I don't think the kits are available these days, but you can still buy the charts, and these charts are about $10. You can get them from 123 Stitch. But if you were able to get this as a kit, it comes with the natural linen from Zweigart. And that's what I used for my other 2 fairies that I did. For this one, I decided to change it up. But my friend Sarah, Hers was on the natural and it looked gorgeous. She brought it at the Queen City retreat for the brag table, and it looks amazing. So I don't think you can go wrong. That is my point of this story. All right. I'm breezing through these. This is what happens when you come back after 2 weeks. There's not as much to talk about. All right. Well, I guess I'm on the last project that I worked on. It's only 30 minutes. Wow. So this next project that I worked on, this is actually a new start that I started this weekend. This is for Lorinda's birthday. Lorinda is Jordan's mother-in-law. She also goes by the Mary Crow. She has an Etsy shop, so she's the one who makes those floss drops that I really like. They are absolutely gorgeous. You'll see it in just a second, but it's her birthday this weekend, and so I was invited to join in on their birthday start along, which was Dwelling Place by Teresa Kogut. So I was super happy to be invited because I have been wanting to start this project. So first of all, I thought it was perfect because I have the perfect project bag for it. Of course, it's by Sheba Designs because who else? But I bought the Stitchy Bird project bag when she had it in her shop. It is beautiful vinyl bag. And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. I want to join in. So this is Dwelling Place by Teresa Kogut. I got this as a gift from Sarah for Christmas. So she was so sweet. She gave me this chart and actually also kitted up all the flosses for me. So I pretty much just had to pick my fabric and I was ready to go. So when Jordan was like, you want to start Dwelling Place with us for Lorinda's birthday? I was like, yes, please. I have been wanting to start this, trying to find a reason why. And so I was like, yeah, I'm in. Count me in. I'd love to join. Well, I didn't realize that this is huge. So this project, Dwelling Place, I'm trying to find the stitch count. It's huge. It is 284 by 318. On 40 count, you still need a fat half. So I did not have any fat half 40 count fabrics. I don't have anything on 36 either that I could use for this project. So I ended up going to my LNS. You will see my other haul, but that's what happened. I ended up going to my LNS so that I can go get a fat half fabric so I can join in on the fun. Anyway, this is my progress so far with 1 day stitching. I decided to start on the border. This beautiful fabric is called Vintage Lentil by Lakeside Linens. This is 40 count fat half, so really large. Look how much I have it folded up. So this is on my Q-snap, but yeah, it is so beautiful. I have to say, I really love how Teresa, does her projects. A lot of them are DMC, so it was very easy to start. Obviously, mine was super easy because Sarah kitted up the whole thing for me, so I didn't have to do anything. But for the most part, most of Teresa's fabrics usually have a lot of DMC, so it's very easy to just pull from stash. But yeah, this is the border. I absolutely love it. You actually fill that in. I just haven't had a chance to, but it is beautiful. I love it. It is gorgeous. Yeah, this is what that color looks like. True colors. So pretty. Okay. And then, because I was like, it's Lorinda's birthday, what better way to also use the floss drops that I bought from her from Stitch West. Speaking of Stitch West, if you're going to Stitch West, she will be there with her goodies. So in case you want to pick these up. I love her floss drops because they are freaking sturdy. They are Mod Podge. And so like, look at this. You can't bend it. Like, it comes in like a pack of 16. But yeah, I transferred all the beautiful flosses in here. They're so pretty. I'm gonna buy some more next month. Stitch West is here in a month. Isn't that crazy? So beautiful. Oh, I'm obsessed. So yeah, that is all of my projects in the last 2 weeks. And we're only 35 minutes in. That's amazing. All right, let's go through haul. So haul, I've been trying to be very good because I'm gonna do a lot of damage at Stitch West, and so I have been trying my hardest not to buy too much, but you know, it's still me. Okay, so first of all, I actually purchased this in February, like beginning of February when this released, but when this came live on the website. But then this was a pre-order, and so this didn't actually ship out until the last week of February. So these are the new with dye, needle, and thread charts for that is like very much spring. So I bought these from Farm Girl Dry Goods. So this one is called what's it called? Tis Spring by Brenda Gervais. It is so cute. It says Hello Spring, and you know I'm a sucker for houses, so that's why I bought it. For this one, so I looked up the called for flosses. I don't have any of them on stash, so I ended up getting it kitted up from Farm Girl Dry Goods. And what was cool about this kit is it came with everything. So it even came with the rickrack and the fabric in the back. So I can quickly turn this into a pillow as soon as I'm done. So that was perfect. So I'm super excited. This is still like a planned start for me in the next like month or so, because I live in the Bay. Spring is here actually. It's gonna be in the 70s this coming Friday. I'm super excited. The next thing that I bought is called Grandma's Candy Dish. Look how cute. This one I just bought as a chart because I have a lot of the colors. You need 5 DMCs. You need grits and sage for weak dye work. I definitely have grits. For gentle arts, you need mountain mist and endive. I definitely have endive. And then classic colorworks, you need a bunch. Eggshell, hickory sticks, Jakey brown, little house brown, poblano pepper. Pretty sure I have all of that. And then you will need the elusive, it's not elusive, it's painful, whisper thread for that butt right there for the tail. So that'll be cute. I have a lot of that from all of my Miras. So that's why I just ended up getting it as a chart, because I'll probably pull from stash on the other flosses that I don't have. And then the last one that I bought is this one called Hoppy Easter. Look at that. It's so cute. Yeah, I definitely want to stitch this one too. There's just so many to stitch. And I have so many projects, but they're not big. This one is 80 by 74. So it's even smaller than that. It's just slightly bigger than the spring, that strawberry card. The strawberry card is about 70 by 70. This is 80 by 74. So just a little bit bigger, but I think it should be a fast stitch. This one is 86 by 67, and then this one is 107 by 77. So these are all pretty doable if, you know, you want to do some quick spring stitching. We'll see how fast I'll go, but for that one, sure, it will be fast. All right, so my very last piece of haul is my LNS haul, okay? This is what happens. I live really close to my LNS, like ridiculously close. I can technically walk there if I want to, but I don't. I'm also very happy because my LNS is by appointment only. At first, I found that really annoying, but then I was like, no, it's good that they're by appointment only so that I don't just go in there whenever I want to. There's like a gate that keeps me from coming because it is so fun when you're in an LNS. It's just, ugh. Okay, so I came there to go look for my dwelling place fabric. But of course I can't just like go out with one. I ended up buying a bunch of other ones. So I bought more fabrics. I'm trying to get it out. Okay, to be fair, some of these are not mine. I picked up some fabrics for Jordan since I'm seeing her next month. But yeah, I still did a little bit of damage. It's pretty good though. Okay, so first of all, I've never stitched on this linen and I wanted to try it. I wanted to add something from Stash. So this one, I'm trying to, okay, yeah, that's the true color. This is from Tabby Cat Linen. This is an 8th. This is, yeah, that's the color. This is from Tabby Cat Linen called Bow Truckle. They have some funny names. I actually really like it, but this is a 37 count. I have never stitched on a 37 count, but I figured how different is it from 36? Pretty sure my 36 is probably a 37 after it's shrunk anyway. So yeah, this one is from Tabby Cat called Bow Truckle. I also met, fun story, I met some people at the LNS and it was so fun. There's like these two ladies who was waiting to get some cuts of their fabric. And yeah, I ended up talking to them. And then I met a viewer. Hi, Yuli. It's so nice to meet you. Okay, so the next one is called Cockle Shell. This is again a 37 count from Tabby Cat. This one is a fat quarter. Oh, it's so beautiful. Trying to get the color. Yeah, I think that's pretty true to color. It is so beautiful. Okay, I do have to say Tabby Cat is a little bit pricey. My LNS has these for 158 per yard. And so, you know, when you buy like a fat quarter, you divide that by 4 to get the pricing, things like that. So I think like the fat 8 was like $19. So a little bit pricey. Okay. And then I'm gonna remove some of the extras, but this one is from Lakeside Linens. My LNS had a lot of Lakesides, and so I ended up picking some up. But this is called Vintage Butter Pecan, or sorry, Vintage Pecan Butter. 40 count. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. What time is it? It's 12:50. It's almost done, guys, because I gotta go to my call. But it is beautiful. This is 40 count. 40 count. You know, if I ever win the lotto, which will never happen because I never buy lotto tickets. I just say I want to win the lotto. But I would definitely buy all the fabrics in the world. Okay, the next one. I think that's... No, actually, there's one more. So after this one is another beautiful one. This is Exemplar from Lakeside Linens. Or is that color? It was showing up, yeah, this color. Can you see it? It is beautiful. Yeah, this color. Exemplar. That's Jordan's. All right, and the last one. I bought What is this? Oh, never mind. This is Jordan's. Fat half. Lentil. Okay, so as I was like waiting for her to cut, I was like, I'm gonna go look around. Let me see what else you got over here. Well, this is a blessing in disguise. So number one, they did buy back, like they brought back a lot of stuff from market, but they said it's going to take them like a few weeks to get everything sorted out. So I was like, all good, like that's fine. I'll come back later. And then I was looking specifically for some wick dye, needle, and thread charts, because for some reason 123 doesn't really sell a lot. But I couldn't find it, and I asked them if they sell any, and they were like, yeah, I know we have that, but like maybe it's like filed differently. You know, so I looked under like W for wood dye, needle, and thread. I looked for G for Brenda Gervais, B for, again, Brenda Gervais, and I was like going through, I can't remember what bin I looked, and I found one, which is Rejoice Evermore. And I've been wanting this for a while, so I bought it. And then, since I was there already, I decided this is going to be one of my new starts for Stitch West. And because I want to start it as Stitch West, I went ahead and bought all the flosses. So yeah, I ended up kitting it up. I'm so excited. Look at the colors. They are amazing. Like, look at these. Mustard seed. Old red paint. It is so beautiful. Lancaster red. Okay, I love my LNS. Like, their week dye work, they do like this little twisty, so they look better. Root beer. Yeah, these colors are beautiful. I think the only color I wasn't able to pick up was caramel corn, but I know for sure I have some in stash. So I'm pretty much set. I just need to go grab my fabric and I am good to go to start next month. So yeah, everyone, that is it for today. That was super fun. So maybe I will really try my best to do this every 2 weeks. It's fast and easy. So I hope you all enjoy that. Yeah, my Stitch West pack with me video is gonna come up in the next few weeks. Definitely like before I go to Stitch West, because I still have some plans I need to like finalize. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I hope you all have a good day. For those that celebrate St. Patrick's Day, have fun. And yeah, can't wait to see all of you again in the next few weeks. Thank you all so much for watching and have a great rest of your day. Bye.